Hi, so I figured I needed to just start my channel and start an introduction video and just go for it. My name is Jen and I am 34 and I am a single mother by choice. I just dropped my kiddo off at his homeschool program that he goes to 2 days a week, and I'm about to head to a full spine MRI. It should take about an hour and a half. The reason I'm starting this channel is because I was just diagnosed a couple of weeks ago with chiari malformation. It means basically that my brainstem and cerebellum are being squished and pushed down into the back of my neck. They have the surgeon that I saw, the neurosurgeon, has suggested decompression surgery, and it is scheduled for February 17th. It is now December 10th, I think. If the countdown this morning said 15 days to Christmas, I think it's December 10th. And I was going to try to research more and just learn more about doing YouTube, but I decided I just needed to start it. So here I am in my car, just dropped my kiddo off at school, and have my phone propped up on my steering wheel. I've dealt with migraines my entire life, and in the last 5 or 6 years, they changed a lot. I started getting a lot of neck pain. I started getting vertigo, brain fog. I would try to talk and just can't make a word come out. I know what I wanted to say, and I just could not physically get it to form in my head and come through. And I have had a bunch of other neurological symptoms start up. So about almost a year ago, I was watching a YouTube channel, and someone said that they have chiari malformation along with the other things that their channel is about. And I said, whoa, I had to look this up. I'm a curious person, and I always like learning about all the different things. So I started looking it up, and I researched it, and I just started checking all the boxes and going, this sounds like me. This sounds exactly like me. So I started pursuing seeing a neurologist again. I started researching everything I could about chiari malformation and the comorbidities, things that go along with it. And it turns out I was right. I did not want to be right about this. I did not want her to say, I need to have surgery. So one of the reasons for starting the channel is because this is all quite overwhelming. It's something I have not found people doing just a step-by-step of their process with this all, posting videos on YouTube. I found some great people discussing it, but if you look up chiari malformation on YouTube, a lot of what you get is professional talks given by neurosurgeons for other doctors to understand the condition. Like I said, I went years with increasing symptoms, nobody taking me seriously, nobody willing to tell me what's going on. Even the neurologist I saw this last summer said, well, your migraines aren't that bad. And so they gave me some prescriptions to try for when I have a migraine, and one of them works pretty well. The other one is specific to migraines, which chiari malformation headaches are not the same as migraines. I might have to do a whole nother video about the difference between a migraine, a headache, and a chiari malformation migraine or headache. I'm just learning about that one myself, and it makes a lot of sense. So the neurologist this last summer, I said, well, what about all these other symptoms I have? What about this and what about that? And they said, well, we don't know. I ended up getting a sleep study, home sleep study, that came back. They said I was fine. So I was expecting at least a few problems, but they said it was fine. Just a couple times I lowered my breathing. I saw a rheumatologist and was ruled out for any form of arthritis. I was diagnosed as hypermobile, which I knew, but had never had a doctor actually say, yes, you're hypermobile. Unfortunately, I cannot get to see a specialist for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome because in my glorious state of Michigan, there are no doctors who will take new patients under age 25 for Ehlers-Danlos. So the rheumatologist and the neurosurgeon both agree I likely have some kind of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but getting a diagnosis is not going to happen. So let's see. This is going to get rambly because I'm a really rambly, talky person. So I've been ruling out things, doing as much as I can. I have tried so many things over the last 6 years to alleviate my pain and my symptoms. Everything from exercising a lot, not exercising much, doing yoga, chiropractic, CBD oil, homeopathy. I was on the autoimmune protocol diet for 1.5 years and was able to find a couple of food triggers that make it worse. I also have celiac disease, so I've been gluten-free for about 13 years, 12 or 13 years. And I found out I no longer tolerate oats, even though they're gluten-free ones, and dairy, which is also common for people who have celiac disease, to eventually get to that point where they have more food intolerances. So, and then I switched to a primarily vegan diet with low grain. I eat certain kinds of rice, things like that. I also discovered over the last couple of years that I have compound heterozygous MTHFR mutation, which means I got one of one kind from one parent, one of one kind from the other parent. So it's compound heterozygous, meaning two different ones. It has been just a matter of trying over and over again to get doctors to take me seriously about what I deal with on a daily basis and what I feel like. And in doing so, I have downplayed to myself what my symptoms are like. I have denied for a few months that I got a tremor. I can't take pictures of my kid without them being blurry, and despite the fact that he's a kid, I can't take still pictures either. I have to really concentrate, balance my weight, prop my arm, what I can do, or else my pictures are blurry. My tremor is not really, really bad. Some people haven't noticed it yet, but when I saw the neurosurgeon and she said, she did the test where I had to touch my nose and then touch her finger, and my hand was so shaky to touch her finger, and I wasn't nervous at that point. I wasn't upset or anything. So, it's been a trip. Let's see, what else have I done? The rheumatologist. I have bladder issues, which could be from the hypermobility, and it could also be from chiari. So but this last summer I saw a urologist and had 2 tests done on my bladder, and those were so not fun. And then I saw, I had physical therapy, pelvic floor physical therapy for a couple of months. I also, I had a baby, so that doesn't help that situation, but that was a problem when I was 11 or 12 years old is when I started having bladder issues, which is not normal. And I was never taken to the doctor for it to look at for reasons. And now I know it was probably the hypermobility and the chiari malformation. So that is about it. I am just going to throw this up on YouTube and get started. I might try to post a video when I get the results of my MRI. Maybe I'll learn how to edit videos and go from there and try to edit and make things a little smoother. I find that humor helps me through pain and through problems. So the name of the channel is Brain Squeeze, because that's what's going on in the back of my head. It is being squeezed and pushed, possibly pulled. That's what we're going to find out today. And then the surgery is called decompression surgery. So basically letting that pressure off of the squeezed part of my brain. So we will see. This is going to be funny because hopefully over the next few months or so I can learn some more YouTube processing and editing, and maybe I can figure out how to make thumbnails and a banner and all that stuff. So if anyone has tips, if anyone has videos that they think I should watch so I can learn more stuff, I'm all for it. Thank you, and for checking out my first video. I'm just going to post it up tonight on YouTube. Bye.